Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video you can see my Sensecap M1 Helium Gateway teardown and some analysis of it. First of all, the enclosure is from metal, but the back and front panels are plastic, painted, so looks quite similar to the enclosure. I was surprised when I disassembled that this is a plastic, but it doesn't matter because the main part is metal, so it's good. This is the electronics inside. On the left side you can see the Raspberry Pi. On the right side this is the radio PCB, which is connected via the 40-pin connector of the Raspberry Pi. They have used a SanDisk Ultra 64GB micro SD card with some Kapton taping securing the SD card in its place, and this is a good idea. Some note that you can see here the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection of the antenna of the Raspberry Pi. This is a embedded PCB antenna. Probably you cannot see it from the bottom side due to the cooling fan and the heatsink. Also, it's not a good thing that the cables are routed there, just above the antenna. I'm never using my hotspots on Wi-Fi, I'm using Ethernet connection, but I can imagine then with the metal enclosure and also the wires here, it can make some difficulties on the Wi-Fi connections. I would advise for them to route the cable on another side of the ribbon cable connector, so no interferencing for the Wi-Fi or here or whatever. But this is the worst possible way to route the cables for the cooler fan. So let's take a look at the RF section. This is the LoRa one, the LoRa concentrator module, and they have a UFL connector on board, which goes into the SMA pigtail, which is an RP SMA where you can connect this antenna. This is the stock 868 MHz. You can see the writing on there. This is the pairing button, the blue LED, the USB-C connector. They have some nice extra protection with some fuse here, and it looks like to me some kind of DC-DC regulator, probably for the radio board, with the capacitors and the huge inductor and the IC here. Maybe it needs some 3.3 volt that they create here, and also there is some ESD protection, this small component here, most likely. That was the connector for the cooling fan, what they can control from the software if it's needed or not for the active cooling. Let's take a look at another side again. And here is the 40-pin connector, and we can see the back side of the RF PCB, which actually looks like a nice and consistent RF design. They use a lot of ground wires here, as you can see, for the good RF grounding on the PCB. I like it, so it's a robust and nice design, apart from the wire destroying the Wi-Fi antenna and its surrounding. Also, you can observe the connectors on the Raspberry Pi, which is the stock USB-C and the HDMI connectors, and the audio, and the USB, and the Ethernet. And you can only use the Ethernet from that section. I'm not sure if the another ones are disabled from software, like the USB. I never tried it, Probably yes. And the reason why the USB-C is they have another USB-C for powering, because they need this voltage conversion for the radio module, and this was a more convenient way for them. So that's it. I'm using these kind of hotspots since more than a month, and I'm really satisfied with them. They have a really nice remote monitoring dashboard, and yeah, they are running stable, and I like that. So it's really advised to go this way. And the one more important thing that they can deliver, unlike other helium hotspot providers, due to the chip shortage. Somehow SEED was solving this issue. So that's it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye.